How's it going, guys? It is Ryan and welcome to a brand new video, and today it's a different one, but it is great to be doing this. It is of course my predictions for the 2017 driver lineup, and I did do this last year on 2016 which went down really well, and it is fair to be doing another one as it is now that time of driver transfer market. So we're going to be reviewing all the 11 teams on the grid for next season and give my thoughts and predictions for which driver will be where. But it'll be fantastic, guys, to let me know in the comments below who you think will be in which team for next season, and I will be responding to most of the comments in the video for this video for my thoughts on that. So we'll see, just get a bit of user interaction with you guys. But so without further ado, let's get on with the first team, which is of course Mercedes. We're going to kick things off with Mercedes, and their lineup has already been confirmed already. Thanks to Nico Rosberg's announcement at Hungary, he is staying with the team once again for an extension to his contract to the end of the 2018 season along with Lewis Hamilton. So realistically, they're both staying at the team for 2017 and most likely 2018. But you never know, anything could happen in the 2017 season with the whole, if they keep fighting with each other. So we'll have to wait and see if that is the case. But we're going to move on now straight to Ferrari, and this was announced as well. Most recently, with Sebastian Vettel obviously staying with the team for 2017, but Kimi Raikkonen, the surprise really of him staying for another season in Formula 1, he will be teaming with Sebastian once again, and there was massive rumours that he would be leaving Ferrari, being retiring actually at the end of this season, but he surprised us all at Silverstone by signing a new contract for another season basically. So that basically rules out the likes of Perez, who was strongly rumoured there. Grosjean as well was another one, and even Nico Hulkenberg as well. So it's a shame, but I think Ferrari needs to have a strong lineup for the new regulation, the new technical regulations coming in for 2017. But we'll have to wait and see if that is the actual true one. Red Bull is basically the same as it is. Daniel Ricciardo again teaming up with Max Verstappen, who's having a stellar season since joining the team from Spain and winning his first race there on his debut for Red Bull. So those two drivers will stay there for the long run really. Maybe Ricciardo possibly will leave for Ferrari at some point, maybe even as soon as next season, but he has signed a long contract with the team, so it most likely will see him and Verstappen being the most dominant teammates for the whole entire grid. So we need to see how that goes. Now the big one here is Williams. Now this, I've been debating about, just having discussions with a few people on who will team up with Valtteri Bottas. Bottas will most definitely be staying with the team for the 2017 season. It hasn't been confirmed yet, but I will most likely see him not moving to any other team, since the bigger teams have already locked their teams driver lineups already. So Bottas will stay with them for another season, but the question is, who will be staying? Will Massa be staying at Williams? That's the big talking point. I feel he won't. I think he will be retiring at the end of the season, or he'll lose a drive from that season. But the question is, who is the candidates to be teammates with Bottas? That's the question. Now I'm feeling, from what I've heard on Sky and online, is Jenson Button will move back to his old team where he was when he started out in 2000. So the question is, would he like to go down and take a pay cut and all that and drive for Williams? But the question is, does he have the passion still for trying to get podiums? Because he hasn't had a lot of podiums. He hasn't had a podium for a very long time, and wants a car that will get him the podiums and the victories that he used to do way back when he won his championship in 2009. So we'll have to see if that is the case. But another candidate I want to throw in the hat is Alex Lynn. Now Alex Lynn, if you don't know, is part of the development team driver program at Williams, and he's a test driver as well, and I feel it is his time now. I feel he's done fantastically well in GP2, and I feel it's now time for him to move up into Formula 1. He's a great young guy who has the potential, he has the pace, so I would maybe like to see him there. But if he doesn't, there are options with Formula E. There is strong rumours that he will, if he doesn't get a drive in F1, will go to the new Jaguar team in Formula E. So either way, he has got a drive basically whatever happens, so we'll have to wait and see on that. Next up we have McLaren. Now this is another one that I've been scratching my head about, and it's really between two drivers that will partner Fernando Alonso, who will stay for another season. He is contracted to the end of next season I believe. So we'll have to see if he does stay, depending on the car and stuff. But who will be with his teammate is another talking point, and Jenson Button once again is in the hat, as he's currently driving for them. He's got some really good performances considering the car is not that great, and I feel that he will lose out if he goes to Williams, obviously the big rumour there, and Stoffel Van Dorn will finally get a drive in Formula 1. I personally felt that he should have got the drive for this season, the 2016 season. He did get a drive due to Fernando Alonso's injury he had from the crash at Australia, and got a point for the team. So I feel Van Dorn would be the perfect driver. He has got some experience with similar with the 2017 regulations with racing in Japan in Super Formula, so I feel that he has got the time now to go up to Formula 1, but he may even be there earlier, because there are rumours that he may replace Ria Haryanto for the remainder of this season with him lacking funding. So we'll have to wait and see if he does drive for Manor for the rest of the season. If not, then he will be in McLaren for next season, so we'll see how that goes. Next up, Force India. Now this one is a slam dunk deal done since the announcement that Raikkonen was staying, with Perez rumoured to be going there, having discussions with Ferrari. So the team will stay as it is with Perez and Hulkenberg for another season, and the Force India having a stellar job this season with the constructor standing. So once again, they could maybe be a dark horse for maybe even to be stronger than ever for 2017 with the new regulations. So we need to see how that pans out for them, but we need to see. I think they've got a great driver lineup, probably the most consistent drivers on the grid, with some stellar performances, with Perez getting podium finishes this season. More famously, Monaco was the one that I was very impressed with Perez's driving there, so we need to see if that is the case for there. Next up, we have Renault. Now Renault, I feel, will most likely keep Kevin Magnussen in the seat for next season. He is bringing money into the team, which is a massive thing, and he's a great driver, and he was pretty promising, and I don't think he will get the same treatment he did at McLaren, so we'll have to see if that is the case, and I hopefully will see him on the grid for 2017, so I'm definitely putting him in the seat for next season. But the question is, will Jody and Palmer be at the team next season? And personally and honestly, I don't think he will. I think the team will drop him for a French driver, as they want to create a brand and get the Renault name out there in France with a French driver who's like an icon to the French people. So for that, I believe that Esteban Ocon will take the seat at the team, and Ocon has actually impressed me quite a bit from when I saw him at Silverstone in the recent test with Mercedes, and he's done pretty well in the free practice session as well. So he is a very promising driver, and I feel he will take the second seat at the team. So for Renault, it will be Kevin Magnussen and Esteban Ocon for 2017 for Renault. Moving on to Toro Rosso. Now again, Carlos Sainz is the only driver to be announced in the team for 2017, and another talking point is who will be teaming with him. Obviously at the minute we've got Daniel Kvyat, but I feel with there's rumours going around that he will be leaving the Red Bull program completely, which will leave a space open, but he may want to stay. We'll have to wait and see towards the near end of the season if that is the case. A perfect candidate for him to take his place is GP2 driver Pierre Gastly, who I really rate a lot. He's a great driver. I've raced against him obviously, but in my GP2 career mode, but that was a long time ago. And in real life though, he's a great quick driver. He's very consistent. He's a promising driver, a promising Red Bull driver, a future driver in that team. So I feel that this is a good starting point for him to try and get himself into that possibility of a Red Bull drive in the near future. So we'll have to wait and see. Next up, Sauber. Now Sauber, I believe, obviously they've just been taken over by a financial company, I think it is, from Hungary, which has got heavy backing from Marcus Ericsson. So I believe Marcus Ericsson will definitely be staying with the team, but I feel the team won't really change. I think it's going to be the same with Marcus Ericsson and Felipe Nasr, mainly due to the funding from both drivers, so we need to see if that is the case on there, so we'll see if that goes. Next up, Haas. Now Haas, I believe, will stick with their drivers. They did say they'll wait until the summer break to make the announcement of the driver lineup, but I do believe Grosjean and Esteban Gutierrez will stay with the team. They're both good. They've had some great performances for them in their own rights, like Grosjean's impressive performance in Australia as an example on their debut for Haas. So we'll have to see how that goes for them, and I feel that is the right thing to do for them, so to keep both Gutierrez and Grosjean. Which finally leads to the last team, which is of course Manor Racing, and most definitely Pascal Wehrlein will be driving for them again. He's a great driver, obviously with the Mercedes engine program with the stuff that they're getting from Mercedes, it's right to have a Mercedes driver in their ranks, in their like junior program or even their reserve driver. So Pascal Wehrlein will definitely be staying with the team for 2017 as he looks for a Mercedes drive in the near future. But again, the question is who will be his teammate. Now, there's a lot of names in the hat, but I've picked two who I feel could have a chance of being his teammate. And one is obviously currently driving for them, Ria Haryanto, if he gets the financial backing. So we'll have to wait and see if that is the case. But my pick is going to be Jordan King from GP2, who is a reserve driver for Manor, and he's been very good in GP2 this season. He did pick up a win most recently, so with some stellar performances as well. So I feel that for Haas, it's going Manor, it will be Pascal Wehrlein and Jordan King, which will complete my lineup for the 2017 season. And I would like to hear what you guys will feel about these decisions that I've made, and leave your predictions for your opinion on your lineup for 2017. But I'm going to end it there, guys. Thank you very much for watching this video. Something a bit different, and make sure to like this video and subscribe for more F1 content in the near future. But until then, guys, have a great day, and I'll see you guys very soon for another video on this channel. But until then, take care, guys, and see you later.